So there might be a part one and a part two because I went to silence the smoke alarm and didn't realize I had exited out of the video, the recording. So, things you learn, the more you know.
Right.
Um, okay, so you have another project?
I do. I just started it. Well, I was on vacation. It is called The Bear
Okay.
by Vinny P.S. Tan. And it is my first project on linen.
Okay.
So it's 36 count linen. And it's pearl gray. It looks kind of blue to me.
I mean, it is like a bluey gray.
And it's huge. And
Oh my gosh.
I've done a handful of stitches. Literally.
Okay.
So I just started also because I was trying to do it while I was watching something else, and it's very fine.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to continue.
Those look super tiny.
They're so tiny. I can't get over it. I don't even think you can see it because of the contrast. But it's this whole thing right there.
Okay.
So eventually it will look like this. So
it's a kit, right?
well, it was a pattern that I bought separate. I
Okay.
went to, there's a very cool cross-stitching store in town. It's called The West. They also do like gifts and things.
Like in town in Tucson?
In Tucson,
Okay.
yeah. So it's called The West, and they do threads, just
Okay.
about any kind you want. They do Anchor DMC, they have hand-dyed,
Okay.
all sorts of things, which is really cool. And then they sell patterns and Aida and linen and kind of all that stuff.
Okay.
So that's where I went and I bought this pattern. I bought another one too, I think. And I bought some thread there because I was like, ooh, this is fun. But also it's supporting a local business and I like that.
Very much so.
And the work that they do, because a lot of their work they do, it's a nonprofit. They do a lot of charity work too.
Okay.
Where they give to like the domestic violence center. They do like boys and girls clubs. They do a lot of donations throughout the year.
Okay.
So I really like supporting their cause and I get cool stuff.
That works.
So yeah, those are my two work in progresses. My goal is to have that finished by the wedding because that's a gift for somebody.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes working on linen because it's just so much tinier and you do 2/1.
Yes. I don't know if I could do one.
I know it's really hard. I was like, cross stitch. I can do that just about in my sleep, but the linen it's a little harder.
Right?
So, but I'm always up for a challenge. It's fun.
Something different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a project that I'm going to be casting on today. I have to do a gauge swatch for it because I haven't yet, because of course. I was selected to do my very first test knit, which I'm really excited about. Oh my god. How do I iPad?
Thank you.
So the Instagram is already open to her account. There we go.
I got you.
So her name, her Instagram and her YouTube is Knit California. Her name is Leslie. I've been watching her YouTube for a while, and I know that she went to the SoCal Fiber Fair last year. I actually saw her, but I did not say hi because
We were busy.
but she has her new pattern that just came out for test knitting, and I submitted asking if she needed my size done, and she said yes. So this is a picture that she shared on social media. It is her California sweater. It is drop shoulder construction, knit in the rounds, top down raglan style. She describes it as a drop shoulder open gauge pullover knit with one strand of fingering weight held with one strand of lace weight yarn. On larger needles, the gauge is 15 stitches by 22 rows for a 4x4 square on 6.5 millimeter needles. So I just need to gauge swatch, and if it hits, then it doesn't. If not, then I'll play around with it today so I can cast on for the sweater. Her testing period is until September 14th, so it'll definitely be the fastest I've done a sweater. given, like, I've done baby sweaters, and I have that one that I've been working on for, like, forever, but I pick it up and put it down. But I am very excited.
I got you.
There we go. I got this iPad. It was my mom's iPad. And my dad has no use for it. So it's a new tool for me. I have tablets, not iPads.
Who doesn't do Apple products.
Yeah. I had an iPhone for a while.
You did, yes.
Like maybe a year.
Yes.
And that's it. But
blame your husband.
I know. Because he had an iPhone too and then he switched.
Yeah.
But I did pick my yarn. So Huloco did a Cozy in Colorado collection last year, I want to say. So this was her Welcome Home colorway. And I saw it and I had to have it because apparently I'm in like my speckle era. But it's so pretty. It has like these like deep blues and like these light pinks barely there. Some like green and yellow. It's so pretty. So this is it caked up. We're gonna fuck all the pretty little speckles. And I'm gonna hold that with Camellia fibers. This is, I'm pretty sure it's bare fingering, but she may dye a little bit on it. It's called Moonflower. So it's a very soft white, almost like yellow tone to it, which makes me think that it's her bare yarn. But I'm not sure.
It's very pretty.
So I'm going to hold them together and hopefully it works out really pretty. I'm hoping for it's just going to soften the speckles a little bit more. But yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm amazed you went with the white. You know me and white.
I know. Well,
me with anything that's, white, just don't get along.
I have brown-haired dogs. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be good though. But I got chosen for the size I'm doing is a 2XL. It's meant to have positive ease, so hopefully that works out. I'm very excited about it though, because I've never tested it before, and you have to start somewhere. So it's her first pattern. It's my first test knit.
Right.
Very overjoyed by it.
That and now you at least get to start expanding kind of what you're doing too.
Yeah.
So you can go and do that volunteer work stuff that you want to do.
Right. And also like, hopefully maybe you get selected for other test knit patterns, learn new skills and stuff like that. That would be really cool. So that's what we're working on. This doesn't need to be in this bundle, by the way. I have tons of stuff that I've gotten on my trip and all that. So happy mail.
Happy mail.
I know you have some too because you forgot we were podcasting last time.
I did. So I brought what I was supposed to bring last time this time.
Okay, so I'll do a little and then you'll do some and then we'll go back and forth.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I guess I'll start with, I have gotten, oh my gosh. I've gotten, sorry, I'm spacey. Lila Styles does bags. She's Lila Styles on, she sells off of Etsy. But I've gotten some of her embroidered bags in the past. I've gotten some of her smaller sock bags and stuff like that. And I noticed on some of her listings, she has the option for like a wristband holder. But I always seem to miss that on all the other bags I ordered. And I love her bags, but I've always said like, it would be great if there was some way to hold this on my wrist. Because if I can't walk around in knit, I'm not happy. So I had messaged her and told her like, hey, do you have a listing for this? Would you be able to like navigate me somewhere, or could you possibly make me some? So she sent me these 3. I only ordered 2, so she gave me one out of the kindness of her heart. It's super sturdy. It has like this really nice clip on it with a little, I would call it a D-ring. But I told her the bags I had purchased in the past, not even thinking like, okay, she could look up my history. But I have a black Harry Potter one. I have a blue Gilmore Girls one. And then I have a white one, or like a linen one. I think it has Dobby on it or something. But she sent me them. I'm very excited. And she also sent me like little stickers. So she sent me a Gilmore Girls one. And then because the Harry Potter one, she sent me a Honeydukes.
Cute.
She's always amazing. She's so sweet and so helpful, and I will always shop for her or from her for her.
From her.
Yeah, and then I also got. She had listed. She's been getting into like the clear vinyl, so she had listed this bag
Blood splatter.
and has blood splatter all over it, which
I
is
dig
like the perfect Halloween bag. So of course I had to get it. And it will be my Halloween crafting bag because I switched for all the holidays. But yeah.
Because you're an insane person.
Well, it's not a match.
I mean,
It's something different.
it is, but I don't carry that all the time. So, first thing I have is some hand-dyed embroidery thread from Storyteller Stitchery.
Okay.
It's mulberry silk, 2-ply, and it's called Beatrix Potter. So you can see she sells them in sets,
Right.
which is really cool. Plus, like the giant safety pin, it's super cute.
Yeah.
But the colors, they're just so vibrant and
It's also
shiny.
like shiny.
And it's soft. It's so soft.
I know these as diaper pins, which is they weren't used on my diapers, but like you know,
Yeah.
But they're also really good as like stitch holders.
Mm-hmm. So
It's so cute that she does it that way.
right, and I just love the whole set. Like they're just very pretty colors. They're very me colors. Besides
Yeah.
like this one. This one would be the only one that's like not a me color.
Is this the first time that you've bought like hand dyed thread from someone?
That I did not dye. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
First time
cool.
I've used bought hand dyed thread from somebody. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it.
She could hang it on the wall for all it matters.
Right.
It's
I was like,
pretty.
it is very pretty. It's very cute. So, I still have to come up with something to do it with. It might be something where I just make a pattern for. I don't know.
I look at that and I see like spring and flowers, but flowers aren't really a London thing. So.
No.
Unless she's making it for someone else, and then
Yes.
that's definitely.
Yeah. So that is one of the things I got from her.
Yep. Do you want?
Go ahead.
Okay. Goodness. So I have a lot. So one of my things when we went to Washington State is we were going to be an hour and a half, maybe a 2-hour drive from Spin Cycle Yarns, like their brick and mortar mercantile store. The people we were staying with are like really good friends, and I said I will love you forever if you would pretty please drive me up here. And it was also part of the thing my husband had talked to Ben, one of the people we stayed with, and said my wife really wants to go here. So if we could make it happen, that would be great. So we took a day, one of the days we were there. We drove up, got to see a beautiful coast because Washington State is gorgeous. And I got a lot of yarn.
Of course,
I'm
you
very
did.
excited. So most of this is already assigned to projects. Some of it was I was done shopping, and then my husband very helpfully said, hey, there's a for sale section, like a sale section in the bag. Did you see it?
That's kind of rude.
And of course I had to go. And once I touch something and it's soft, I have to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got some.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yes. So it is dyed in the wool, which is their sport weight yarn. It's called Good Omen, and I got to pick out kind of like which ones I wanted to have more color in it, obviously, because they hand dye and then they spin it. So each skein is very unique, but it'll have like maybe more of one color or less of another color or whatever. So I got this one, Good Omens.
Is that based off of the show?
I don't know.
I really want to ask that because I was like, it's a good show.
It's 200 yards, sport weight, super wash, and it's 100% American wool. There's a pattern that, oh my god, dyed by Dells, his husband, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name right now. But it's called the Moon Bumps cardigan or Moon Bumps shawl. And it's this yarn or this weight type of yarn held with Fua Fua, I'm pretty sure it is, which is a super like light, fluffy yarn. So I want to do that pattern. I have my spin cycle. So I just need to pick out my Fua Fua, which that's all solid colors. So I just kind of go with based off of what I feel like once I get closer to wanting to knit it up. But then also while I was there, I got a pattern. It's not up here.
It's electric.
But it's a hat pattern. So you have a solid of another color and it's color work for the yarn that goes in it. So I got Dream State, which is their worsted weight in Big Sky. Because I felt like I could do like a dark gray with this and it would really pop. Or maybe even a black. But I kind of wanted the gray aspect for it.
Gray would make it a little less subtle of a pop. But definitely still pop.
Yeah. So I got that one. And then I have been binge watching Outlander.
Of course.
And I really want a shawl like Claire has that is the wrap shawl that goes around,
They just
crosses over the chest and ties behind you. Yeah.
I saw that pattern. I was like, oh, that's so pretty.
So I have been, I had thought like, you know, if I go to Spin Cycle and I see something I like and the weight that I need, I'm going to get it. And Spin Cycle Brick and Mortar carries Farmer Starter Fibers, which I've always wanted their yarn. And it was also on sale, so how can you not? This is their Reminiscence worsted. It's 210 yards per 100 grams, 100% black and white mountain merino sheep. And the colorway is evergreen. It's coming off a little bit more like a brighter green on screen because it's definitely more muted of a color.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, is that better?
A little bit.
But I got 3 skeins of it. And I'm sure that's going to be enough for the shawl. I kind of pulled up like patterns. The pattern that I found had some like weird comments on it. So I don't know if I'm going to do that one. But I figure 3 should be enough for a big shawl. If not, then I'll go online and maybe add like another color to it or something. And then this was...
You're in your neutral tone phase right now.
I know. This was in the sale section that my husband pointed out so lovingly. So this is Mayak, which is Tibetan yarns. It's worsted. They ethically source their yarn, and it's 100% baby yak. They're 50-gram skeins, though. And this is coming across a lot brighter than it is in real life. I wonder if that's a little bit better.
Yeah, you're wearing black. It's helping a little bit. But
yeah. But it is mustard. It's a darker mustard. But it's so pretty. And it's baby yak.
Ooh.
So it's soft. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll make it into a hat because I have 100 grams total. But I had to. And then I got some other bits and bobs. But you got something else from Storyteller.
I
right?
did. I got a couple different things from Storyteller. So I got Narnia's Witch. It's a ballad base. It is 85% superwash merino, 15% mulberry silk. I love that she used mulberry silk. It's so soft.
Something different too. You don't see that.
No, and I love the twisting in it. I don't know if you can. There you go.
Yep.
It's 100 grams, 246 yards, and this is the DK weight. It's super soft, very pretty. Very neat colors again. Yes, with the gray and the blues.
Yeah.
So I bought that. So I was like, okay, that was good. And then I bought 2 other skeins that I'm going to use together. That are
they're so pretty.
I know. So this is from Beatrix Potter Collection as well. Again, it's the same DK weight, 100 grams, 85% superwash merino, mulberry silk. It's coming off more blue, but it's more green.
It's definitely more, oh my gosh, teal leading. I wonder if we, no. No, it's definitely coming. It is very clearly like a light teal. It's called Taylor Gloucester. Is that how you say it?
Taylor of Gloucester, yes.
Okay.
But it's the Beatrix Potter collection, so I was like, oh, it's pretty. Love the Harry Potter movies, so there we go. And then the Wolf Shadow, Grimm's Fairy Tale. Again, same type of yarn, DK weight. And I figured I would use at least these two together and maybe try a sock or a slipper.
DK socks, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they're pretty together.
Or some slippers. Is there any nylon in them?
There is not.
Oh.
So
Maybe a hat?
I could totally do a hat.
Or you can hold that with like a sock weight that's a neutral. And you could like marl them into socks. Just because it doesn't have nylon doesn't mean you can't use it for socks. It just means that they might not last as long as they could because they don't have that like extra support. You could do maybe like there's some slipper patterns that are nice.
Yeah, so I've been looking at, I have a couple saved. So I'm looking at doing some slippers, like branching out into that thing. I've only done a scarf knitting and then this hat. So I'm still figuring it out.
Right?
Oh, that's real cute.
I know. They had another one too. It was a different color. So Spin Cycle carries a lot of brands. They have Thread and Maple, which Thread and Maple is kind of known for doing leather, like accessories. So I got this cute little like Notions pouch, in pink, obviously, because
You are who you are as a human.
you open it, and you can put like little needle minders or not needle minders. Jeez Louise, you could probably put needle minders in.
If it's small enough, I could totally fit a needle minder in there. But you could also put
stitch markers, progress keepers. That's what I meant to say. So I got that. I also got, it's downstairs, it's a kit or setup to help fix when you have holes in things. I don't know what it's called, but it's like circular shaped, and then you like put your fabric or your sock on there or whatever, and you put it on. It helps hold it, and then also has like a way for you to actually like stitch your stitches back together. I'm pretty sure it's for Katrinkles, but then again, it is downstairs, and I'm not about the stairs right now.
I don't blame you.
Sorry for the crinkling. Hold on. I also got.
It's very shiny.
They have their logo
and pretty
pins. So they had like a normal one, and then they had the black holographic one, and I like debated over it, and I had to get it. It's so cute.
That's very cute.
And then I think the last thing I got was oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name for it? Size Inclusive Collective came out with these, and this is their mini version of it, so it's going to work with like smaller yarns to make an I-cord. I forgot the name of it right now, but it's all over social media. A lot of yarn dyers are like collaborating with her and making their own, and she's also coming out with new colors and everything. But they had one that was Spin Cycle themed. I'm pretty sure this logo is like glow in the dark, which is really cool. They also had one that's like this glow in the dark color, and I'm wondering if that is like the normal size, and this is because this is the mini, which the normal size one would do yarns that are like worsted weight or sport weight, like thicker yarns to be able to do your I-cord. But I was very excited because I wanted one of these, and it's black, and it's got the cute little sheep logo, and I had to. But yeah, lots of shopping was done. Haven't played with any of the yarn yet, though.
Neither have I. That's the problem, is I buy yarn and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Some things I buy specific for projects, but getting the time to actually do those projects has been kind of annoying lately.
Yeah. I've been trying to be more intentional with my purchases. I did buy. I'm a horrible podcaster. So I can't remember the names of things. But she's a Canadian dyer. She came out with her 24 or 25 self-striping sock. It's a holiday sock. It's mystery.
That's the one that you sent me on Instagram.
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
So she started pre-sales yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday because I impulse bought. I heard about it on the Grocery Girls. They were live, and I went straight over to that person's Instagram and purchased it. So it is the Cozy Knitters 2024 Advent 24 Stripe Skein. Pre-orders are until September 2nd. Which is really cool. I've never done a mystery self-striping sock. Jeez Louise, words are hard. But it sounds pretty cool. I know a lot of people who have done them. A lot of podcasters like Kevin and Ray for Needles at the Ready and the Grocery Girls and stuff. So I'm very excited. And I'm about to cough really bad because something about the smoke that happened recently. Oof. So, lingering tickles from COVID. I'm still like super sensitive to smells, and if I get a tickle in my throat, it stays there until until it decides it wants to go away. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been shopping a lot. Hue Loco just came out with a new collection that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's really hard. It's based off of a canyon, I think, or a rock, something in her area. Oh my god. What do I do?
Where are you trying to go?
Instagram.
Right down there.
Oh, that's fancy.
I know.
I don't know why Does this what it looks like on the top?
No.
Okay, so mine just looks special.
Yeah.
See? We'll have to fix that. I just downloaded that. Where's Hue Loco? These colors are gorgeous. They are 100% up both of our alleys.
Yep.
But it's based off of Black Canyon. It was really hard for me to not buy anything. But she just listed them. So, like, there's time.
You can figure it out. It's cool.
But it's so pretty. And much like whatever Hue Loco does, a collection, she sells them in mini sets. So she does have it available as minis, which would be so easy for me to just like.
They're very pretty.
I have a lot of her mini sets because I just can't. The way she dyes yarn is gorgeous, and I have to. I know. There we go. Back to our note-taking screen.
Yes.
I downloaded GoodNotes to try it out to see if I like it or not.
So
we'll
far?
See how it works. So far I like it. I wanted something where I could actually just like write on the screen with my stylus.
I don't know.
I don't think there's a T on it. Like I would write on paper. So this app lets me do that currently. We'll see if I end up liking it overall. But yeah, other than that, the Olympics started yesterday.
I know, you must be so excited.
I am an avid Olympics watcher. I have always watched it my entire life. So I use someone's Peacock account.
I wonder whose.
And watch all of the Olympics. So I'm actually technically behind because I haven't watched any yet today. But competition started earlier this last week. So I have some stuff to catch up on.
Hey, that'll be good while you're working on your project.
Right? When I start that sweater. Because probably not going to find my other sweater this week. Though there's only so many places it could be. Like, realistically, I didn't leave it anywhere.
Yeah. I guess it's your car or your office, but you usually don't take that one with you to work, do you?
I was when I was doing, like, the rest of the body and the ribbing. But I take it home every day. Because I don't... there are cleaning ladies that go through.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to... I don't think anyone's going to open, like, a bag. But, like, I don't want to risk
all the
something
time
happening.
and energy going somewhere. I can understand that, yeah.
But yeah, so other than that, that's about all with the crafting and the like Happy Meal.
We have some shop news.
Yeah.
We hit our 1 year, so go us.
Hopefully next year, next summer, life will be a little bit like little bit less chaotic.
It's like, what are you
A
wishing
little
for
bit
us
more
right
chaotic.
now?
Less chaotic.
Where's the wood?
And we'll be able to prep for our anniversary a little bit. Maybe do like a sale or something,
Mm-hmm.
or podcast on the day of. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. We should get planning for our next upcoming year, the things we want to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we do have, so we're scheduling our podcasts every 4 weeks. We have them on the calendar.
Yes.
We're not going to probably not going to do anything in December. We'll see what happens when it gets towards December. Christmas is very busy for both of us. And then London also decided to have her wedding in December.
Thank you.
So it's even crazier than normal.
Yeah, it's busy.
Our next podcast is going to be August 24th, which is a Saturday. Did we even say what today is? It's July 27th. Is it 27th?
No.
Oh my god.
Yes, Saturday, July 27th.
Yep.
11:54 a.m.
And then we, on the advice of a very sweet person at Storyteller Stitchery,
Yes.
reached out to some local yarn shops. So we have some trunk shows coming up.
Super excited to do some trunk shows. Our first one is going to be at Birdhouse Yarns
Here in Tucson.
So I love that it's so close and we don't have to travel super far.
Well, and it's our true local yarn store.
We buy our Christmas presents there for each other every year because we go to the store, we pick out a skein we think the other person would like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good Christmas gift.
Yeah, well, and they're always so sweet and kind in there. It's basically like a small house
It is, yeah.
that they've converted into a yarn store. If I need any needles or anything like that and I need it like today, I go and pick them up from the yarn store.
Mm-hmm.
So they're super sweet. We're very excited to be able to have our first trunk show there
Yes.
and to meet a bunch of people. It's going to be the 28th of September from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then after that, in October, we have Tempe Yarn and Fiber,
Yes.
which would be like our Phoenix-based
Yes.
yarn store.
Yep, so Tempe Yarn and Fiber will be there October 19th from 10 to 3. We're excited to go there. It's around it's around ASU, so maybe we'll get some like college kids, especially it being like that time, and all the snowbirds should start coming back in at that point.
Right? And then we have one more fiber festival of the year. It's going to be the SoCal Fiber Fair, and it's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Yes, and it is going to be big. It was debuted
Pretty big last year.
for the first time last year. So it's the first time we did it at the Pomona Fairplex.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the 23rd and 24th of November. We'll be there from 10 to 6 on Saturday, 10 to 5 on Sunday.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the first Saturday, like there were lines out the door
Yep.
of people ready to come in. And then I think once they opened the doors, we did not sit down for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, it was like there wasn't enough
Mad
room
house.
in the booths for everyone to like walk in.
Yes.
There was like maybe 10 people in the booth looking at stuff.
Yes. You were in a corner.
Yep, I was in a corner. She was like standing right outside the booth.
Yes. And we were both going nonstop, which was really fun. It was really exciting. And then we had people bring up projects and are like, hey, I'm looking for yarn specifically to do
For
this.
these things. Yep.
And I'm looking specifically for something to do this with, which was really cool. And they all went your way.
Yeah. So it was our first like big or our first actual like fiber festival
Yes.
last year, and we knew we wanted to be a part of it again this year, even though it is a little tricky because it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So most people travel for Thanksgiving. I travel for Thanksgiving, so it's like 2 weekends in a row
Of travel.
of travel for me. But
I travel to my mom's house, which is like
Yes,
30
you do.
minutes away.
It's an amazing event. They did it so well last year.
They're so nice. And it's indoor, guys.
And
Indoor.
I'm really excited for how they do it this year. They have like classes and there's
Workshops.
tons of vendors. They do the workshops, and then they also do like cute little events, like the hide and seek game
Yes.
that they did every day.
Yes. Different hide and seeks. And they also did, of course, there's awards that they give out.
Oh
where
yeah,
you-
competitions. You can
Yeah.
like submit your project your finished object for I don't know, judging.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool to see and then if you won like first place, you got a certificate to use at any of the vendors.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. Because we had somebody come and spend, I think, like $35 or $40 that they had won, and they're at our store, which was awesome.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 100.
It was a lot.
Because it was the first place.
It was. So it was a lot. And she had a couple that she won like first and second place for.
Yeah.
Because she submitted quite a few things. So I'm excited to see how they do it again this year. Because that was a really cool part. And they also have a hat.
They do. They came out with a hat pattern. They have the knitted pattern is already like posted on their social media. I think they did like a call for anyone who might be able to convert it to crochet.
Yes.
For everyone. They also sell bags, pins. They have like a custom pin that they come out that's based off of the color work in the hat pattern and the bags. And then of course, like we get to see some of like our vendor friends. Bonnie from
Yank Your Yarn.
Yank Your Yarn. I was gonna say pick up every
I was
stitch, and I'm like, that's not that.
Nope, I got this.
Bonnie
This
from
is
Yank Your Yarn.
Yank Your Yarn.
is gonna be there again. Storyteller Stitchery. I don't think she was there last year, but she's gonna be there this year.
Yes.
So it'll be nice to see her. And then, oh my gosh, we bought yarn from my Neon Speckles. Seismic Yarn, I believe, is gonna be there again.
Everybody in this business is so nice.
They're so friendly, so nice.
Willing to share tips, ideas, anything. It's really cool.
But it's also kind of cool to be like part of like being welcomed in it, and then also like being excited to like meet the same people that you've vended at other events with and see how they're doing, or if they need help or anything like that. So that's fun. That'll be a fun trip.
Yes, we have it all planned.
Yes, we do. We have our Airbnb booked, and
we're not driving home Sunday night.
I'm
not excited.
driving home Sunday night. We're driving home Monday morning. We're also going. I think we did last year though. Yeah, we're going Thursday. Setup is Friday, so we can kind of like relax in the morning, go do setup, and then do whatever we want for the rest of the day. Into the evening, kind of prep for last minute things for the show, and then
switching all of our inventory over.
Then Saturday and Sunday, and pack up Sunday night, and then drive home Monday in the daytime.
Yes.
When we've had sleep. Because Kristen doesn't drive well at like close to midnight on like lack of sleep.
Yeah.
I've hit that age where I can't do that anymore. And apparently that's in my mid-30s. So.
Yeah.
I used to could.
Yes.
All the time.
Right?
But
no, it's okay.
I hit that.
So, but we've learned. We live and learn. Each show. We learned something different.
Some of our displays got ruined in our last show because of the winds, and we just didn't anticipate them being the way that they were.
Yeah.
So we are buying some new displays and kind of switching how we have things. So California will kind of be like our first one to be like, do these displays work the way we want them to? And then kind of go from there. That's the one thing that's kind of hard to figure out, because we can walk around and look at everyone's displays and get ideas, but we don't know if it's going to work for like our style or how we want things to be shown, because we carry some slightly different things than other people carry.
Yes. Well, because we dye what we would use for the most part.
Well, yeah, we dye what we would use. So we have the yarn, we have thread, we have needle minders, we have pins. Not everyone has needle minders or pins.
Yeah.
And then we have some patterns and stuff like that. So it's just however we want to figure out how to display stuff.
Yes. So that's our next homework to do.
Yeah.
Figure out everything we're doing right now is going to be leading up to that with what we're dyeing and stuff. So we'll have some new stuff in the shop too soon.
Yeah. Probably in the next couple weeks. My husband's redoing his work benches out in the garage. He has lots of tools. He does lots of hands-on work and building things and whatnot. So our garage is very chaotic right now, and we dye primarily out of my garage. So he's working on like cleaning that out and like organizing things again so that we can get the dye station set back up. and hopefully get some other stuff dyed. It just also sucks because it's hot out.
It is very warm outside. Yeah.
So it's not either dyeing like early in the morning or into the evening is like the options because it's just not fun either way.
Yeah. 110 is not fun to be outside in the garage.
Well, and the humidity.
It's just a lot. So
It's gross.
we prefer to dye in the winter.
I prefer to be cold and dye in the winter.
Yes, same.
Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Homework.
Oh, you're back in school?
Yeah, finishing my last 2 classes.
That'll be fun. Jack should be starting in a couple, maybe like a month or so.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Week 3 going into week 3 out of 10.
Okay. We're going to be going through our freezers in the garage
Oh, exciting.
to see what we have and what we don't have. Things that might need to be thrown away.
We did that the other day.
Because we're going to plan out meal prepping and like actually commit to it so that we
The
don't.
hardest thing to do is to commit. Like, I'll plan, but then I don't want to do it.
But if I have like lunches already ready to go, it's easy for me to just put it in my lunch bag and take it. And then I just commit myself to I'm eating what I brought. I'm not eating out somewhere. We really just want to get back to eating healthier choices because fast food takeout has so much sodium in it and all the fats in it. So trying to do that. So it's going to be our big overhaul this weekend.
That'll be fun. I really want to go to one of the local butchers. You can buy like half of a cow or a part of a cow.
Where are you going to store half of a cow?
I bought a deep freezer.
For where?
It's in my dining room.
London.
It's little. It's like maybe this big. It's not that big, but it's great
Okay.
because we do like when meat's on sale. I'm gonna buy the meat because I am not spending like $5 per pound of chicken breast. That's dumb.
I learned, so when my dogs were sick, this is what was happening, okay? We came home, and while we were gone, they were exposed to possible Tylenol, okay? So our house sitter had gone to the bathroom. When she came out, there's a cracked open bottle of Tylenol in one of my dog's mouths, okay? So she didn't know. She couldn't guarantee that there wasn't anything in the bottle. So she took him to the animal hospital.
Yep.
Yep. They ran tests. They pumped their stomach. They prescribed them medicine to help protect their kidneys and liver. So they were still taking that when we came home. So we gave them a dose on Saturday. Fine. Well, Winnie got sick. So we didn't give her another dose. We decided all their tests came back normal.
Yeah.
So why are we giving them this medication? So we decided to stop those meds. And then on Sunday, my little Ruru started getting sick, like vomiting. And it was all afternoon. And at this point, like, my mom had died a week before that, and I wasn't in the right mindset to make decisions like that rationally of, like, when do we take her to the vet or the animal hospital. But by the afternoon, she started vomiting up red-tinged stomach acid. It was, like, all, I don't know, like, bubbly, bile-y, yeah. So Jack, at that point, my husband said, let's take her to the animal hospital. And while we were there, she got sick again, and it smelled completely of copper.
Gross.
Yeah, it was super special. So it was a good decision that we took her. The vet said that he was pretty sure she had a bloody tummy ache.
Gross.
Yeah, I guess he's from the Midwest.
Oh.
And, like, dogs there eat the goose poop when the geese fly over.
Gross.
So, that causes this issue with those dogs. And I'm like, well, we don't have geese. But we do get bunnies in our backyard. And he's like, yeah, bunny will do it.
Okay.
So she's put on antibiotics and all this stuff, right? Antibiotics, anti-nauseas, probiotics. Just like reset the system for her. But we didn't start those meds until the next morning because it was 10 o'clock at night by the time we got home. We wanted to make sure she had food in her stomach before we gave her a bunch of pills.
Yeah.
But the next morning she had an accident on the couch.
Yeah. Poor
like
baby.
I think she thought she was farting. It was not a fart. So poor girl. It was ended up being diarrhea with a bunch of blood, and then she was like dripping from her butt, like little blood speckles, and then she was also farting blood bubbles. So I stayed home from work that day because my baby's sick.
Oh dear
We
Lord.
got her antibiotics started. We had called the hospital again to be like, is this normal? Is this because we didn't start meds yet? And they said, yes, just wait it out for the day. So we did, and she felt better pretty quickly, which was good.
But they were on chicken and rice for a while too.
But yeah, part of that recommendation, whenever your dogs have any like tummy troubles going on, and like vomiting or diarrhea, right, is chicken and rice, like plain chicken and rice. So I was boiling chicken for them, cutting up and storing it, and then doing rice like every couple of days for them. But roundabout all this to say, be curious about where you're buying your chicken from, because I bought a 3-pound pack of chicken, or just under 4 pounds, from Safeway out here, and it was $20. And then I bought the same size from Walmart out here, and it was like $10.
Yeah. Shop the
So,
deals.
Yeah, definitely shop the deals. Shop at Costco.
Costco.
That's great.
Costco is pretty good. I do like Costco. Oh, I don't like going on the weekends. Too many people.
I don't, but I don't have time to go during the week.
Yeah.
So we do a run, and Jack has the cart because I don't have tolerance. I'm also like, I don't like confrontation, so I'll just kind of stand there while everyone does their thing, and Jack will just kind of like bulldoze through. I haven't been reading a lot. Unfortunately, that's just how life goes. Like, I've been knitting a little bit, watching some TV. We did go see Twisters, and then
Deadpool's coming soon. Or
Deadpool already came out. Yeah,
Yeah.
came out.
Gotta go
this
see
week.
that. Yeah, this week.
And then that new one with Joshua Hartnett is coming out, I think, next weekend. I forgot what it's called. But love me some Josh Hartnett. He hasn't been in movies for a while, and then he just came back. I think it's a psychological thriller or something like that.
Yes.
We saw it. It was a preview for the movie that we're
Yes.
in.
And we both said we should see that, and then I'll watch it like this.
Yeah. So that should be good. Oh, he's a serial killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trapped. That looks really good. That looked really good.
So
That one's more psychological thriller, though. It's not as bad as like the horror movies that get me, that you take me to.
yeah.
Horror movies, I sit and I watch like this.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah. What else have I watched on TV? I don't even.
I went back and I watched
No.
Dexter
Of course we did.
because, yeah,
They have the revival. Ooh, do you know if they're doing a Suits revival?
I did know. So I started watching Suits again too. I'm in season 3.
I started. So I was watching. I did a little bit of NCIS. Like, my round of COVID this time was very similar to my last round of COVID, which the first day is kind of the roughest. You have like a headache, which meds help with. And then you have like kind of a cough and you're like stuffy. But other than that, like you're mostly awake for the day. Yes, I'm playing with the pen. It is what it is. So I got bored and I started just throwing on old shows. So I did NCIS for a couple of episodes. And then I did, what did I do? I did Suits for a couple of episodes. I don't even know what else.
Yeah. This week it's been Dexter. I did Dexter, and then like yesterday I went into Suits because I was like, I got through like 4 seasons of Dexter.
Okay.
That's
pretty good. Because they have the revival.
They do, so I have to get to that
They
point.
did.
But yeah, I'm in like season 3 or 4 now. And then I was like, oh, let me go back to Suits. So I watched that for a couple episodes, and I was like, not feeling it, so I went back to Sense8. So I've only watched the first season,
Okay.
and it was really good. I just never went back to. I watched the first episode of the second season, but I
Didn't go back.
didn't go back, so I started over again. I'm now on episode 6. But that one is really good. I really enjoyed the show the first time around, so it's like, okay, I can do that while I do things around the house because I've already seen it, so I don't have to pay super attention.
Right. We're going to rent because it just got posted on Amazon for like early release or whatever. Like you rent it for like $20. The new Kevin Costner Western movie. It's like 3 hours. And yes, we could still watch it in theaters, but it's a 3-hour movie, and I'd rather be at my house.
Same.
So we're gonna rent that this weekend, and we're gonna watch it. Because I've heard good things about it. My brother went to see it when it first came out, and he said it's pretty good. It's just a very long movie.
It's Horizons Part 1, right?
Yep, part 1. It's gonna be. I heard it's gonna be 3 parts.
Okay.
Um,
God, that is a 9 hours.
well, if they're all
Of the
3
same.
hours, yeah, that'll
Which,
be
I
9.
mean, if that's what you're basing it off of. I don't know that I have the attention span for 3 hours.
I mean, but Star Wars movies
I never got into Star Wars.
or some of the Marvel movies.
True.
Lord of the Rings are pretty long movies too. I don't know if they're 3 hours though.
Patrick was really excited. He's like, let's watch the extended version. I was like, sure, we can watch it. 5 minutes in, I'm asleep. It's so boring.
I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
It's not, it's just so boring. It's a beautiful thing. I've watched them all.
Yeah.
I've seen them all. But, like, at this point in my life,
You don't need
I'm
to watch
good.
it again. Yeah.
it's not like it, that is his version of like Harry Potter. Harry Potter is like a feel-good movie for me when I want to sit and watch things.
Mm-hmm.
So I do those too. Those are good ones.
Yeah. Easy ones to throw on.
Mm-hmm.
I will be mostly watching the Olympics
Of course.
for the next 2 weeks.
It's only 2 weeks.
It's only 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
And then there's the is it the Paralympic Games? But those aren't televised the same way. So it's kind of weird. Because it's still like based off of countries and like
Mhm.
competitions and stuff like that. So it's a little strange to me. But my sister watched like highlights of the opening ceremony, right? And she was like, why is Snoop Dogg carrying the Olympic torch? And I'm like, well, I think he did that before the ceremony as like a promotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, why does the torch look like a blunt? And I'm like, well, it's because Snoop Dogg's carrying it.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know anyone else in my family that's huge into the Olympics. My mom was huge into the Olympics. My dad could take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
But ooh, that screen just got blurry. Sorry. Or maybe it's me. I don't know.
Dude, you're going crazy. It's fine.
But yeah, so
The Olympics, yeah, that's. I would watch them. Like every summer, we would watch them.
mm-hmm,
Because I'd go over to your house and we would craft
mm-hmm.
or bake and watch the Olympics. I like lived at your house over the summer
Mhm.
and the weekends when we weren't working.
Yeah. Or we'd be at your house watching stuff late into the night,
Mm-hmm.
and then your cat is bitch.
Yeah, I do. She is the devil. I was like a couple minutes late today because she came up to me. I woke up, I went to the bathroom, and I laid it back down in bed. 'Cause it's like, it's 8:30, it's fine. I don't need to
Right.
get up yet. All of a sudden, I have a cat on me, and I was like, I can't move. I have been chosen, and I am not allowed to move now. And then then I had to like kick her off of me at like 9. I was
Okay.
like, you gotta go. I gotta go. But it was so cute because she was all purry and lovable. And then she got mad at me because I kicked her off and tried to attack my feet. Because it's Sasha.
Yeah, she likes to knead my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, knead it. Which is a little strange of a feeling.
Yeah.
I always think she's gonna knead it, and then she's gonna like get her paws or her little claws like
In your
caught in
head.
my hair, and then we're just like gonna have a bad time.
She's a little finicky.
Yeah,
She's cute though.
she's
She's-
floofy.
She is. She's floofy. And the other day, she did not attack me when I touched the belly.
Nice.
So, I got to pet her belly once.
The one.
Just the once, but hey, it's fine. She's good. She's old.
Oh yeah, that's what happens.
I know, but I didn't realize how old she was.
They get very
She's
old.
like 10 years old now. No, 12 years. She's 12 years old now. She's old. I had it when I was 18.
Time for a kitten.
No, God, no. We're done. We're taking a break after. We'll keep Sasha for the next 10 years and then we'll take a break.
Goodness.
Makes travel easier.
It does make traveling easier. You don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah.
Also, it's called a cordsmith. I knew it would come to me at some point.
Only took an hour.
So this is the mini cordsmith. And there's like a regular one, which does the bigger yarn. But yeah, I knew it would happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like pop in my head. I'd look over and oh yeah, that's a cordsmith.
There you go.
I've never had to knit an I-cord, but now I don't have to. So it just happens to be like someone created a tool for it before I even had to create an I-cord.
Nice.
I do have projects that have I-cords. Like I have
Okay.
Max and Vincent from Dead Dell's. Oh my god. Maxim Sear. There we go. Is his name. He has a couple of kits out that I purchased. One is like his cozy cowl, and that has like a drawstring on the top of it. That's made out of
Interesting.
I-cord. So that'll be fun whenever I get to that project.
Yeah. Too many things going on.
Yeah. Right? But yeah, so we will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yes.
If you like our videos and our antics and our tangents, make sure you subscribe and click the like button. We would greatly appreciate it.
We would.
Yeah, we would. Otherwise, we will see you guys later. Also, if you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that, feel free to leave us comments and we'll respond back to those. And then we'll have show notes down in the bottom, like in our, is it like the description?
The description and follow the link below. It's
With
gonna be
links
down there.
for all the Ravelry patterns and stuff like that.
Yes.
But yeah, so have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your summer.
Stay cool.
Yeah. Right? Bye.
Bye.